with that one.
Welcome back to Families in Action here on KHTS AM 1220, your hometown station. We were just laughing about the theme song coming in here because Cary asked Josh if he knew who recorded it, and Josh said, "I'm only 30." So
32, okay?
So now,
let's make him a little older here.
No,
making the Silver Fox feel a little bad here, folks. I was around when these guys were just pups. Okay,
right.
Anyway, hey,
we
Cary,
won't talk about
Cary,
that, Michael.
Jerry walked in here during the break. Jerry's one of the owners here, and she informed us that we've been saying here on KHTS AM 1220 for going on 14 years.
In October, it's 14
October.
years. Hey, Stephanie, did you hear that? I know Stephanie listens, but she's always said
Yes.
13. It's now almost 14.
Almost 14 years.
So I've been
Wow.
saying 13 years for a year.
Thank you to
It's
KHTS.
okay. It's okay.
For
I
you.
guess it's because I'm not 32.
It'll be 15 real soon then now.
That's right. We're working on 15.
Thank you to KHTS for giving Cary a place to go on Mondays.
Exactly.
He really
I
appreciates
need
it.
some
yeah.
help. Exactly. Hey, in case anybody's interested, you can call in, can't they,
That's
Michael?
right. They certainly can. Because Josh said he would like especially some people from his station to call.
Oh,
in.
yeah, they were
who were listening.
And our number is
Here-
661-298-5487, 298-KHTS, 298-5487. Do you want to say something about your station?
I was going to
And
say
your
before
wonderful highway patrol out there?
Before he says that, Cary, I was going to say we've just made sure that Josh will never want to return to this show.
Is that
Yeah,
what
there
we
you go.
did?
Especially if you're giving the phone number out.
Exactly. What's your home number?
Yeah, good one.
Don't fall
That
for
was a
that
good
one.
I'll give you the office phone number,
Hey, there you
661-294-5540. You can always reach me there. Monday through Friday.
Now we do, and we really do, before we go any further, appreciate all that you guys do to keep us safe out
I
there.
appreciate that. The kind words always go well, and I always try to disseminate that information to the other guys who don't hear it sometimes, you know.
You know, and people who don't appreciate you, I mean, they got their head stuck somewhere because, I mean, hey, you're keeping us safe, you're keeping the road safe, and you're keeping our children safe.
I
So
appreciate
thanks.
that. I appreciate that, and the California Highway Patrol appreciates that too.
You don't hear it enough, and thank you. I mean, you just don't hear it enough. Back to what we were talking about, the 100 most dangerous days for teens, which is, of course, between it's Memorial Day through Labor Day. And Josh, we were just talking about that before we left. The leading cause of deaths for teenagers is traffic collisions.
Traffic collisions.
And 4,000 teens were killed last year, and another 400,000 injured.
Were injured.
That's a lot.
I mean, those 400,000, some of them could be paralyzed all the way, you know, to bumps and bruises. So it's a staggering number. It really is.
Another
We get them at Henry Mayo.
Oh, yeah.
And they're
That's
a
where all of them go.
mess. Yeah, they're
Outta here.
These kids are, I mean, they're broken. Really badly broken.
I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is really sad here, what I'm about to read, and I hope parents listen up, and teens too. We just said 4,000 teens were killed last year, and another 400,000 were injured, some of them very badly. But listen to this, 50% of teens who lost their lives last year would still be alive today if they buckled up.
Click it or ticket, right?
Yeah.
They've been hearing it for a long time.
There's a kid that used to come to my group. Actually, she wasn't in trouble. She would come to my group because she wanted to help other kids. She was learning sign and wanted to work with special needs kids. And they flipped on the freeway. She didn't have her belt right through the sunroof.
It happens.
Yeah.
You're gonna get ejected through one of the windows, and it's horrible.
Yeah.
You know, California has a 98% compliance rate. It's just the 2% that you don't hear about, or the 2% that you are hearing about that are getting killed or getting seriously injured. And that 2%'s a lot. They don't realize 2%, you know, it doesn't seem like very much. Oh, 2%.
It's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah. And you don't want to be one of those 2%. I'll tell you that. No. Imagine you're driving 60 miles an hour and you hit something. Your car stops, you don't.
Right, you don't.
Well, the seatbelt's going to hold you, but also, you know, people don't realize, you know, you have a big truck versus a little car.
Mm-hmm.
Big truck maybe absorbs it a little bit better, but you and me were built the same, right? My heart's about the same size as your heart. My aorta is the same size as your aorta.
I'm older, my heart's bigger.
Oh, there you go. It's bigger.
Remember, you're only 32.
Oh, it came back to haunt you.
Yeah, there you
And I
go.
hate to say it, you're from Santa Clarita.
So we're all built the same.
Yeah.
You know, however well a car can take the impact, it's how well your body can take the impact.
Right.
You know, and some of those forces over 30 miles an hour, you know, the body,
It just can't handle it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Talk to us about teen driving. Here we are in these deadliest days. And here we are coming up on the 4th of July, which is either the first or second most deadly holiday that we have. And what can you say to parents or teens that are listening out there?
Well, you just gotta direct your kid, your child, your teenager, the right thing to do, right? You gotta do the right thing to show your kid, your teenager to do the right thing.
Say that again.
Well, it's lead
That's
by
what
example.
I've been preaching forever.
You got to lead by example, and I know sometimes it's hard, but you get that text message as an adult driving your kid around. Hey, don't answer it. Right? You got to show your 16, 17, 18, your 12, your 10-year-old
Right.
the right thing to do.
Yeah, if you take your kid out to eat, don't have 3 margaritas and drive them home. It's what the message that you're giving your kid is not a good one.
Yeah, it isn't. But
Yeah, lead by example. I mean,
Lead by example.
do what I say, not what I do, doesn't work.
What are some of the distractions that teens face out there that you see on a regular basis?
well, they're glued to their cell phones.
While they're driving.
While they're driving, they got to know the most up-to-date Instagram or Snapchat or their Facebook posts, and the distractions really increase the percentage of the traffic collision that they can get in. Like the wheels I gave you guys,
Yeah,
we can go through them. It's just like staggering how high the percentage.
Now, for those,
let's go through them. I would like to
our
do
show
that.
is also seen on YouTube and on the local channels. So if you're not able to see this obviously on the radio, but you will be able to tune in and take a look at what we're talking about. Here it is.
So.
And it's brought to us by Impact Teen Driver through the Office of Traffic Safety and the CHP. And you can go to, what's the website? what'slethal.com. And this is all online. The whole wheel, you can turn it around and do it all.
Right.
And you can match the arrow points
Say that
up.
once again.
what'slethal.com.
All right.
Yeah. And they did all the research, and they came up with this cool propaganda, and it really, you bring it to the class, or you bring it to the place where you're doing the instructions for the kids, the teenagers. You pick 1 or 2 out always, and you tell them, hey, you know what? It's lunchtime. You got you and your buddy and another friend, so you got 2 people plus you, so three people in the car, and you're reaching for your object because you're leaving the gates for lunchtime. And your phone goes off because you're reaching for an object because you don't know where your buddy's going for lunch. You look down, and it's like, okay, well, you match all those arrow points on this wheel, you're 1,800% likely to get in a traffic collision doing all 3 of those.
1,800%.
18 it means you're going to get in a traffic collision.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I was driving 20 years ago when phones just came out, and I dropped something. I dropped the phone. I wasn't on the phone.
Yeah.
And I looked up, right in the back of somebody's car.
Right.
Just like we were talking about.
Yeah, because I can give you another stat. You look away from the road for 3 seconds, right? Average amount of texting. I'll be there in a second. I'll be there coming now, or whatever it is. 3 seconds driving 65 miles an hour. It's a football field.
Yeah.
Well, and
You just travel the football field.
Exactly.
Without looking at what's in front of you or on the side
to the side of you, or what's behind you, or going through that intersection.
Let's ask a question of our listeners. Would you put a blindfold on and drive 100 yards in your car down the highway? Would you do that?
Would you pull out of a parking stall with a blindfold on? No, you wouldn't do it.
But yet you're
But they are.
but you're willing to text, which is taking your eyes off the road for 3 seconds.
Or at the minimum,
That's just crazy. And so that's what we got going on. When you add these things, and then you add passengers in the car, that's even worse.
And that's the stat from a daytime. We can go to the nighttime, and that it just greatly increases. So that's why, you guys have heard of the graduated driver's license, where the 15-year-old gets his permit.
Right.
The reason they have that is to give them experience, right? Mom and dad in the car, you have a little bit of guidance.
Right.
But they only get their minimum of 50 hours.
Right.
Right, you do 50 hours. I don't know, you guys play sports when you were little.
Yes.
Okay. So you did 50 hours. So you did 2 hours a week or 2 hours a day for your football, right? So at the end of the week, you got, 10 hours?
Right.
Plus the game.
Right.
So maybe 12 hours.
Right.
So you did that for a month. Are you an expert? You're a professional?
Yeah.
No, not even close. Right.
Right.
So it's like, they got to get the experience, and that's...
Well, and that's a big part of the teen driver problem, if you will, because if they get in a situation on the road, even under the best of circumstances, they don't have the knowledge, they don't have the time behind the wheel to react like a seasoned driver
Their
would
reflexes are not.
Or
quite
they don't
there,
cover the
right?
brake pedal when they
Right.
see a car coming out of the McDonald's or the Shell station.
Right.
They don't cover the brake pedal anticipating if that car sees them or not.
Exactly.
So you add to that all these distractions, plus the fact that they are not a seasoned driver yet. It makes for a very dangerous
Well, how many times are you driving on the freeway and you want to change lanes and you look and you go, whoa? Just because you look, but you're looking, but still it's whoa.
Yeah, you've been driving for how many years, and you
Yeah,
look over,
yeah, yeah.
oh, where'd that car come from?
I almost
Oh,
got
exactly.
I almost got taken out on the Hollywood freeway the other day. I mean, this car was just she didn't even look, and she was coming right into my lane, and I went to the right. I didn't have a chance to look. Thank goodness nobody was there, but she would have took me out.
I've been in
there.
the same situation, yeah. And again, thank goodness nobody was there.
Yeah.
Now, can you imagine if you were a teen driver on your cell phone
Oh,
or
my.
texting
No,
while she did that?
It would have been done.
Yeah.
Definitely would have been
Yeah.
done. But
At
unfortunately,
freeway
saw it.
speeds, it's
Oh yeah. Pretty scary stuff.
yeah,
It is.
it
It
is.
really is. Every time my daughter, who still lives with me, gets in that car and leaves, it's like, oh God.
You know,
I
it's
don't like it.
It's funny. I had one of the parents come up to me one time because sometimes we do these classes and we make the parents come with them.
Right.
So the parents know what we're telling them, and that they can, reassure them that that's the right thing to do, and this way the parents also get educated too.
Right.
And one of the parents is like, you know what I do? Every time my daughter gets in the car, I take her cell phone and I throw it in the trunk. So at least I know she's going to get there okay, right? At least I know she's going to get to wherever destination, whether it be her friend's house, school, cheerleading practice, whatever it is.
Right.
I know that she's going to get there okay, and hopefully it breaks her of, oh, I don't need my cell phone while driving.
Right.
Everything worked out fine, and I got to my destination, and I looked at my Facebook there.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Courtney? I might have to go. She don't have a trunk. It's a Jeep, though. I'm really.
Well, if you throw it in the back, she's not going to be able to get to it.
There's Bluetooth.
Yeah, there you go.
So, but
Well, and for anyone,
that's a great idea, though.
I mean, when the parent said that to me, I said,
That's a great idea.
that's an amazing idea.
Yeah.
anything that helps, and for anyone out there that's listening, saying, "Oh, they're not going to do this. They're not going to do this." Listen, it's well worth your time to talk to them, to impress upon them that it's deadly if they don't.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I mean, your child dies once.
What's the most dangerous thing we do every day?
Get in our
behind our wheel of our car, right?
Yeah. Oh, of
It is
course,
the
of
most
course.
dangerous, deadly thing we do every day.
Of course. And then you talk to people, they have, they're under some sort of medication or something, and medicine says, do not operate heavy machinery.
Yeah.
I've talked to people and they say, oh, I don't operate heavy machinery. I said,
What's your car?
okay, well, what do you think your car is? How heavy do you think your car is?
You know,
your little
I-
Honda Accord's still 3,000 pounds.
I'm dealing with people right now.
It's pretty heavy.
I'm dealing with people right now that were on medication, and horrible things happen when they were driving.
Yeah, I mean,
And
And you know what? It says it on the thing, but the doctor's not talking about it. The pharmacy's not saying it. It's just a little
when they-
blurb on the thing.
yeah, well, and when they say do not operate heavy machinery, they need to say do not drive a vehicle.
Exactly.
Don't drive a vehicle. Just
But the doctor
Yeah.
gave
Simple.
it to me, and I'm supposed to take it 4 times a day. Yeah, but you can't drive.
yeah, that's the thing. You can't drive with it. So
Exactly.
you either take the pain meds because you did a shoulder surgery, a knee
Right.
surgery, hip replacement, whatever it may be.
Yeah, it's a bad situation, and with the amount of prescriptions that are written every day for pain medications, imagine the amount of people that are driving on pain meds, and even more than that, the most written prescription in America is benzos.
Oh yeah.
Xanax, Valium, those kind of things, Ativan. So we have so many people that are driving already that are impaired. Throw a little alcohol or something. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's
Toxic situation.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when I'm on the freeway, every time I'm on the freeway at the evening, I could see who's drunk. I see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you see it. When
I
you're
see
driving when you're driving home from
Yeah.
from
We
LA
actually-
or you're driving,
Yeah, we actually called the highway patrol once, a friend
Always.
of mine, and we saw this guy. He was from Ventura to Pasadena. We were on the phone with the highway patrol. I don't know how he didn't kill everybody, but when they pulled him over, I was there. He
Yeah.
fell.
Yeah.
He couldn't even walk.
Always. You get those you're driving on the freeway, always call 911.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask. Yes, right?
Report it, because we always get these calls, especially in the valley. Be on the lookout for we call them 23152 because that's the vehicle code section for
Right,
DUI.
right.
Gray Honda Accord going northbound on the 5, in and out of lanes or weaving within its lane, possible DUI. We get an officer to get behind it, make an enforcement stop. Hey, that person just saved this person's life because maybe the
Right.
officer was on an opposite route, diverted from that route.
And
was
I
able
see
to
the
get-
signs. It says drunk driving, report drunk driving.
Oh,
Always
call
report that.
911.
I know, I do.
It's a 12-second call.
Yeah.
It literally is a 12 to 15-second call.
And you might save somebody's life.
And by the way, we just got a call from John, who called in to tell us that the 100 Deadliest Days that we're talking about is featured in this month's Westways magazine.
Awesome.
So they're talking it up a little bit.
Oh,
which is
John
good.
from
Hey, thank
Tuesday.
you,
know,
We
John,
appreciate that.
John, what a great guy John is. He's been coming for a few years, and he's been helping out run that parent support group. And I didn't get to tell him last week he ran a support group, and he asked me to sit in there. What a great group! I was going to say you did that at least. Ooh, I can't believe I'm saying this. At least as good as I could. At least as good. Maybe better. So thanks
some pretty
for all
good
you-
credit.
Yeah. No,
Right?
really. Hey, John, I know you're listening, so thanks for all you do and the people that you help. I appreciate that. We all do.
Yeah, and it's good to know that people are talking this up a little bit, and we're not sitting here flapping our lips just for our health.
No.
We want to save lives.
Yeah.
We don't want the teenagers here in Santa Clarita or any place else to die as a result of
How many people got arrested this weekend again for drunk driving here in Santa Clarita by the highway
It was
patrol?
a lot.
22?
22 over the weekend.
just and that doesn't count what the sheriff may have done.
Exactly.
Any of those youngsters, you wouldn't know that.
I know
the
I know
ages.
one of them was under 21.
Okay.
So none of them were juveniles,
Right.
but one of them was under the zero tolerance,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Over 21. Got to be.
Ignition interlock device.
That's gonna
why-
happen.
That's why we want that.
Yeah.
Now, if we had that, I'll bet you 3/4 of those people would not have been arrested because they wouldn't be able to drive.
Well, they wouldn't be able to start the car, yeah.
Yeah, they get in the car, and the car wouldn't start.
They would have hit their Uber app or
Yeah.
got the taxi.
And they wouldn't be in jail.
That's right.
How do you
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not fun to get arrested.
No, it's
so-
expensive.
We could always try it. I don't.
When he leaves,
Yeah.
can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
What?
The silver fox gets arrested for.
As you know, I work in television and motion picture
Right,
production,
right.
and the closest I ever got to any of that was doing a documentary inside of a jail, and we spent 2 days in this jail, and I had to tell you, a couple of times during the shoot, I had to walk outside because I got real tired of hearing those bars slam. I just,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Oh, it's loud.
It's a
Yeah,
creepy
very loud.
sound, and
Well,
and you
Michael,
know what?
I've been sober for 35 years,
Yeah.
and I won't tell you about my years before that. So, yeah.
You
I
spent
can
some
relate.
time in the Grey Rock Hotel.
Man, a
didn't
little
you?
bit,
Oh.
just a little bit. I made
Yeah.
some bad choices. When
So
I
we
was
don't
young.
want people to have to go
No,
there.
we don't.
We don't have to
Learn from others' mistakes,
Yes.
right? Other
Yeah,
people's
really.
mistakes.
Yeah, our goal is for your kids not have to go there, and our goal is for your kids to survive on the highways and to make good choices.
That's right.
I mean, the whole reason the California High Patrol, we're trying to decrease the mileage death rate.
Yes.
Every year, we're trying to get it lower and lower and lower. Why? It saves lives.
Is it working?
Always. Yeah.
I believe it is, and also cars are more safe these days.
Cars are more safe, but like I said,
which
humans are
helps.
still built the same.
Yeah.
But the cars are more safe.
But if you're not using the seat belts and you're not doing the things and you're drinking and taking drugs, those cars aren't safe anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have to make better decisions. We can't count on the cars, and we can't count on the highway patrol. We have to look inside ourselves and listen. If you're going to go to a bar, you already know you're going to drink. Why are you driving there?
Have a plan.
Have a plan.
Always have a plan. That's what I tell the teenagers. Have a plan. Talk to your mom and dad, right? Have the open conversation with them,
Right.
because their mom and dad is going to go pick up the teenager. Yeah, he might be upset. The dad or mom might be upset, but the teenager still comes home.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, the mom and dad is going to tell you, hey, you did the right thing by calling me and by not,
Right.
driving.
And think about it, there's really no excuse. If you're going to go out for the night and you're in a car and you know you're going to a bar, what are you doing? There's no excuse.
Yeah. You guys know about Safe Rides out here, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes, we do, but you could talk about it.
Yeah,
please.
Safe Rides, they offer free rides Friday and Saturday nights.
Right.
From a specific time. They'll come pick you up, no questions asked. You got to call the phone number. You got to be in the Santa Clarita city limits. They'll take
And you got to
out.
be a certain age.
You got to be a certain age. Yeah. You gotta be
And
a certain
that's
age.
Penny Upton and
Oh, yeah, Penny.
Yeah,
What a great
folks,
lady,
great
huh?
folks. What a
She's
what a
one of
service.
our local heroes, isn't
I
she?
could tell you she's
Absolutely,
probably
Penny's
saved
a local hero.
Oh, yeah.
She's been doing
tons
that a
and
long
tons
time.
of lives.
Yes, she has.
Tons and tons of lives, and her organization
Yes.
is awesome. Every time we do the every 15 minutes program in the high schools, we always bring her out. and it's a great benefit. She offers awesome service.
You know, you were talking about some classes that you all have too.
Yeah, we actually have
Can
one
you talk
tonight, but
about
it's already
that?
busy.
Can you talk about that?
Yeah, we have the Start Smart class and we have the Impact class, and they're from 14-year-old kids to 20-year-old kids about to get their license, have gotten their license, you know, or sometimes kids don't get their license till 18, 19 years old. It's still good to bring them in,
Right.
because we talk about, you know, the do's and the don'ts, the dangers of what can happen, what can't happen, and it's just, you know, some of these kids, it's eye-opening. They don't understand.
Of course.
You know,
What's a phone number where somebody could call to get more information?
Or a
about
website
that?
or both.
just go to our office or call our office, 661-294-5540. We always have the classes. You can call the front desk officer.
One more time on the phone number.
661-294-5540.
You have his home number. We'll give it out. later.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put it on our website, okay?
Yeah.
Cell number, home number.
His home number?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
His family's number.
Yeah,
all
family's
that
number.
stuff.
Yeah. Call me all hours.
This is
of
a
the
great
day.
Exactly.
service. That's great to have those
Yeah,
classes.
we usually have them once a month. They're either at the Newhall office or they're at one of the local libraries. Sometimes the Newhall Library, sometimes at the Canyon Library. It just depends on where we want to host it. If we've hosted a few of them at the Newhall, we hit the Canyon side.
Yeah,
Right?
and hey, knowledge is power.
Exactly.
The more you know, the more you can show your kid, the safer they can be.
Right.
So hey, why wouldn't you want to take advantage of this?
I agree.
It's crazy.
It's a
What
free
do you charge
service.
for this?
Nothing.
There you go.
Oh,
How do you
can't
beat
beat
that?
that. Can't
Maybe
beat
if you
that
charge,
price.
more people will go.
Maybe. They would think it, yeah.
Hey, let's go ahead and take our break. This is Families in Action on your and our hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Welcome back to Families in Action on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. I'm Cary Quashen along with Michael Doherty, the AKA Silver Fox.
Hey, Cary,
Hey.
how many years we've been doing this show?
Almost 14.
Now, okay, I
Yeah,
wanted to
we'll
test
be
you to see if you remembered.
14 years in
14.
October. That's a long time. Hey, we're here with Josh Greengard with the California Highway, local California Highway
There you go.
Patrol.
Local California Highway Patrol.
And if
Born
you-
and raised.
Born
out
and
here.
raised. Yeah, that's right. We're giving you his address and phone number right after the
Yeah.
show, so you know where he is. Hey,
Josh, what do you want to say to us before we just have like 6 minutes?
Well, I wanted to go back on the Impact classes and the Start Smart classes. We do offer them usually about once a month. The Impact classes are an hour. Start Smart's about 2 hours. We talk about the do's and don'ts, like I said, but we also have instructional videos. We have videos of families that have lost somebody, and I've sat through them obviously every time. And it's still sad.
Yeah.
I've listened to the story 3, 4, 5, 6, 100 times. It's still going to be sad. You know, the family members, it's a ripple effect.
of course.
You know, one person dies, it affects a lot.
Right.
You know, I mean, sometimes people don't realize, you know, you lose a mom, you lose a dad, you lose your brother, you lose your sister. They're gone. You lose your brother when you're 30 years old. How many more Halloweens and July
That's right.
4ths and Christmases and Thanksgivings?
Yes, he's
that you're
always
not
going to be not there.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, so you got to do the right thing, and I want to remind you guys, it's 4,000 teens a year,
That's lives lost.
lives lost.
That's not lives hurt.
No, 400,000 for hurt. You know, and I mean, you know, 16, 18, 22 years old, you get in a car crash, you break your leg, they have to amputate, or you have to get some sort of
Right.
appendage or whatever.
Hey,
That's going to affect you for the rest of your
we
life.
work at Henry Mayo. We run the behavioral health unit there, but right next to us is the acute rehab.
Yeah.
So we have young people there all the time that are learning how to walk,
Yeah.
that are learning how to talk.
Yeah, when these 18, 20-year-old kids, you know, they wanted to be a policeman or a fireman.
That's right.
You lose a leg,
You're
you're not
gonna-
going to be able to fulfill that dream.
Right.
And I'm just sitting here thinking that the parents and the teens as well, but the parents will understand this first. What a resource you're offering. I mean, they can go to the California Highway Patrol to learn about vehicle safety, how to drive out there.
Yeah.
And you know, California is a heck of a place to get on the road. I mean, it's pretty dangerous out there.
Oh
so-
yeah, especially Southern California.
Yeah.
I mean,
I get anxiety.
busiest intersection,
sometimes.
405 and the 101.
Exactly. Well, I think isn't it the busiest freeway in the country, the 405?
Yeah, busiest intersection, or the busiest, yeah.
In the country. I
In the
think.
country.
But here you
405
are
and the
offering
101.
this marvelous class that they can take advantage of. It's free, and they're going to learn things that are life-saving.
And then we always, if we didn't hit on it or we didn't touch on it that day, we always have questions and answers afterwards.
right.
So it's an open forum. You want to come there, you got a couple of cops there, open forum.
How do you beat it?
Yeah, ask
Yeah.
any question you want, you know.
Yeah. And you
So-
guys see it all on those highways. That's
yeah,
what you do.
Unfortunately, sometimes we do see it all.
Sure you do.
But
But it's sobering for them to find that out, because you were saying here are videos and things like that they're seeing. That's very sobering. Suddenly it's not, this could happen. Here, it happened. Take a look at this.
You're watching it to the whatever family, you know.
Exactly.
And you're watching the mom react. You're watching the dad react. You're watching the brothers. You're watching the family. You're watching the friends react.
Right.
Relive it. And every day they relive it.
And all we want people to do is enjoy their time on the road in a safe manner, so
safe.
they're not a menace to themselves or to someone else in another car.
Yeah, because you never know what could happen. Who's driving next to you?
Right.
You know, that could be the family who just bringing home their
Scary, isn't
infant
it?
or whatever, or they're bringing their child back from a 2-year-old appointment or whatever, and you know, you take them out.
And by the way, just a friendly reminder, next week is what?
The 4th
the
of
holiday
July.
highway?
4th of July.
The 4th of July. Isn't that a dangerous time on that highway?
It's either the first or the second day.
Why is it so dangerous?
Got a lot of people on the road.
I think it's just a lot of people on the road,
and
then-
they're
then
helping have fun by
They're
drugs
they're
A lot
and
of
alcohol,
partying
people
going on the road.
Yeah.
And in boats too. That's every year they have to tell
That's
people
true.
to watch boat safety,
That's true.
because some clown's always out there
That's
trying
right.
to water ski when they're, you know,
or
when they
or
shouldn't.
I'm going to even say bicycle and pedestrian safety too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
You know?
yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, we lost somebody on a bicycle on Placerita Canyon a few weeks ago.
Yeah, our office investigated that collision.
Yeah.
Was that a hit and run?
It was a hit and run.
I think
I
the
was-
run part of
I
that
was-
really makes
I
me
was
crazy.
stuck right in the middle of it. I live in San Canyon. We were coming over
You take.
Placerita.
Oh, you were coming.
Right. It must have just happened because they just blocked it off. We had to go back around.
Yeah, it was a bad thing.
What would you say to teens out there and to parents out there about what they need to do behind that wheel?
I think they just need to focus on driving, right?
That's the bottom line.
Couldn't
isn't
say
it?
it any
Just
better.
just drive,
Yeah,
right? That's
that's
just
right.
the thing. Just drive. How
Be
many
aware.
people? How many older guys? I mean, I guess you really don't see it with the younger generation. I love to drive.
Yeah, me too.
I get behind the wheel.
Yeah.
I love to drive.
Too.
You know,
Yeah.
whether it be through the parking lot, whether it be on the freeway, it doesn't matter. It's freedom.
That's right.
And it's it's a privilege. It's not a right.
Oh, that's a big one to bring up. It is a privilege.
It's a privilege.
And don't take your privilege away and the privilege of somebody's life by drinking and getting in that car.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So we really pay attention. There's absolutely no excuse for you to go out and party this coming weekend and get behind the wheel of your car. There's absolutely no excuse for that.
Fun
plan.
isn't it doesn't need to be that expensive.
No, there's taxis, there's Uber, there's everything else, there's designated drivers. There is no excuse for you to drink, take any kind of anti-anxiety or pain meds, and drive your car.
Now, the show is almost over, Cary, so we know that 3 people have died from a drug overdose while we've
Since
been on
we
the
spoke,
air.
yes.
Isn't that sad?
It's terrible.
It's ridiculous. And you know what? There may be people out there listening to us right now as we're doing this show live that won't be here when we come back the next time.
That's terrible.
It is terrible, and it's nonsense.
So the only thing we could say is, make good decisions.
Have a plan.
One bad decision can change everything. Just like that.
I agree. Always have a plan.
Always
And-
have a plan. One bad decision, one too many drinks and getting behind that wheel of the car, one too many pills, driving a little bit too fast, texting your girlfriend or your husband or your wife or whatever it is.
Yeah.
One bad decision can end everything or change everything pretty dramatically. So hey, this is it. Let's thank our guest.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
thank you
Josh.
guys for
It's
having me,
wonderful
Mike,
to
Cary.
meet
You guys
That
have
was a
awesome.
great
Thank
show.
you guys for bringing
Great
me in.
information. Thank you.
Yeah, take advantage of what the local California Highway Patrol has to offer. We appreciate you. Thanks for all you guys do to protect us on the highways. And hey, this is Families in Action on your local hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Till next week.